evaluation rubrics that they are to be used in order to evaluate the submitted abstracts. Right after, we started to receive many proposals from several people, and personally I received many of them. Some of the attendees were requesting, like, you think this is a good proposal or not? So it inspired us with the part 2 of this event that was held at the Amin East, Cairo. And at this event, what we did was we provided face-to-face feedback for those attendees, whoever is here having his or her abstract. What happened that we invited some of the board members, those who usually get to review the abstracts, and they met with those attendees who have their own abstracts ready. They shared some feedback with them, do, don't, remove, do some editing or whatever, and that was it. It's worth mentioning that like 3 of the attendees in that last workshop at Amin East, actually they got accepted. 3, I don't know about the other people, but like I got notified from 3 of them that they actually got accepted, and they had their presentations at NileTESOL for the very first time this year. So that was quite successful for the PD. Right after we ended up with our plans for 015 NileTESOL, we started to prepare for other events. So we started with another event at Alexandria, and that event was mainly aiming at providing a variety of innovative techniques to tackle some of the most common challenges for the ESL classrooms, learners, and teachers. And the BC, the British Council, again, it hosted us, and again, it was quite successful. And then we tried to reach out back to Cairo with some of the English language teachers in Cairo, and what we did different that time, that we held this event on December 18th. December 18th was a Thursday. That was the very first time to hold a PD event on a Thursday, not over the weekend, on a Saturday. We thought that maybe the teachers would find it kind of convenient not to waste a day off from their family commitments, and just like they might come up to the event right after their work or something. And that was quite a successful one. We received more than 90 attendees on that day. We usually have around 60 attendees, but like that was quite successful. And I think we owe this success to the 2 international presenters, and that was also another outreach that another approach we're trying to adopt. So we invited Dr. Liz England and Diane Whaley. Both of them, they had very successful sessions on that day. So that was all for 014, and moving to 015 very quickly. What makes 015 quite interesting and special is that we are planning to reach outside Cairo. So done with Cairo, moved to Alexandria, that was last year, for Said last year, and Tanta last year. Now we are in the process of planning for 3 outreach events. The first event would be, was in Alexandria. The second one would be in Brigada, and then Aswan, and the very last one would be in Kafr Sheikh. I could not find Kafr Sheikh written in here at the board, so this is why we're missing the arrow. But like, this would be the last one. Inshallah. This would be for the upcoming week, and this is the schedule for Brigada, Aswan, and Kafr Sheikh. And this is the schedule. It would be for the upcoming week. The first of them would start actually on Thursday. It would be serving the teachers, the English language teachers from Brigada, Bona, or wherever around, who could not attend the conference because of the long distance. And then the second one would be in Aswan, and the third one would be in Kafr Sheikh. We have Dr. Leslie Beckman. I believe most of you attended her session this morning, so she will be helping out those teachers with her professional experience. So wish us luck in our outreach events. Thank you very much, and hopefully you will be all working on your professional development through NileTESOL and through your own individual life. Thank you.
That was a spectacular PowerPoint. Thank you, Amina. She's got her hands full. We've got lots of things coming up. Right now I'd like to ask Susan Isnawi to speak to you for a few minutes about the newsletter. And I want to encourage you to submit reports, and I'm going to let Susan talk to that.
Hello everyone. the NileTESOL newsletter, a publication that's actually made by you, because we wait for your contributions in order to be able to produce this. This publication you must have all received. It is sent to every NileTESOL member and is available on the website. The latest issue is available. In it, you're going to find a lot of reports on the past NileTESOL conference. So if you attend this conference and you find interesting sessions, you know, some of the interesting sessions you've attended, you can always write a report on them. Lots of pictures as well. If you have, this is my call for submissions. If you have an idea that you apply in your classroom and it works, please write a short article on it and send it to us. We're looking for ideas that would help all the NileTESOL members to plan a lesson, help them with preparing a curriculum, help them with teaching, any teaching idea. All these are welcome, as well as, yes, all right. Okay, that's one of the reports actually. Okay, reflections on NileTESOL 2014 conference. As of 1,000 words, and please send them to me on the NileTESOL newsletter email address, which I'm going to show you now. I encourage all of you to send me articles, please. And always think about it, it's another form of professional development, because you're getting published, and you can always write it up in your CV. Sorry about that. Okay, the deadline for submission is 15 March 2015. All right, so you have about 6 weeks after the conference to write up a short article about anything you have tried in your classroom, anything you've attended at the conference, or anything you want to share with the NileTESOL community. All right? Please send me an email on this email, ntnewsletter@aucegypt.edu. Thank you very much.
To talk to you about our webpage. She's been working as our webmaster. She's going to talk to you about a couple of items on that, very briefly, right? We're running short of time, and there's a plenary scheduled right after this. Sorry about this.
Okay, so it's me again. I will keep this very short to give you a very brief report about NileTESOL IT committee. It's very important, as this conference is coming to an end, that you stay connected to NileTESOL, and there are different channels you can join to stay connected to NileTESOL. One of which, as Betsy said, is to join NileTESOL as a member, so you can get all the updates and news about NileTESOL events and any grants or scholarships or even any news you would be interested to hear from NileTESOL. One of the channels also is joining NileTESOL Facebook, and right now we have over 2,500 likes on this Facebook page. Last year in the conference we had under 1,000 life. So I'm hoping after the conference that you would like this page because it's always active with NileTESOL updates and news, and it will keep you just like updated all the time. Another channel is the YouTube channel for NileTESOL. We are currently posting some of the PD events videos on this channel. So if you are not in Cairo, this would be an excellent opportunity for you to just watch NileTESOL PD events. We have on this channel so far about 4 videos. 3 of them is about the previous PD event we had at the Press Council just a few months ago. So you can just go to this channel and watch these events. Sometimes we have live stream of PD events, and this is something we are thinking to have in the future PD events. So you can watch this also on the same channel. A third channel is Twitter. We have NileTESOL Twitter, and I'd like to thank those of you who tweet using hashtag NileTESOL 2015. And after the conference, it would be great if you can share your experiences, reflections, ideas, recommendations using any of these channels, and we'll be always like welcomed and well received. The fourth thing I would like to share with you today is NileTESOL.org. This is the NileTESOL official website. Currently we have a website that I think most of you know about. Through this website you can have access to the membership application, and also you can have access to the PD events announcements, newsletter, and the conference website. We are thinking actually for 2015 to have a new website. And this is the surprise we have, that this new website will be more dynamic and more active, with more options, and to be more professional actually, to fit NileTESOL as a growing NTCR organization in Egypt. After renewal of the website, we'll be sending you reminders to go to the link on this website, the link of membership, to renew your membership to NileTESOL. You will be receiving this through email if you are a member of NileTESOL, and I'd like to ask you to go to this link and renew your membership, otherwise you will lose it after, of course, we renew the website, so we'll get this news. This new website is generously funded by the RIU and by the Press Council. We thank them always for their support to NileTESOL. This is it, and thank you very much.
Especially for the surprise. Next, I'd like to ask Hanan Fares from the School of Continuing Education, who's going to talk to you about the grants that have been offered in 2014, and I'll look forward to the grants for 2015.
Hello everybody, hope you have enjoyed the conference and looking forward to having you next year, inshallah. On behalf of the School of Continuing Education and the American University in Cairo, I would like to thank the Regional English Language Office for their generous support to enhance professional development opportunities for all English language teachers, those who are members of NileTESOL. In 2015, we had a very generous grant of around $44,000, for which we had offered scholarships for 14 NileTESOL members to attend the School of Continuing Education Career Development Department Fundamentals of English Language Teaching certificate, which is a very efficient and important certificate to all in-service and newly joining the English language teaching profession. Upcoming another certificate, which is the FELT for Fundamentals of English Language Teachers for Young Learners, will be in the summer. So we have 10 scholarships. So I urge you all to see the requirements and submit as soon as you can. We've also offered 2 TESOL International Online Training Programs, TCCPs, to 2 members of the NileTESOL who currently started the program. We also offered 15 NileTESOL scholarships for people to attend this NileTESOL conference. I hope they have benefited from it. And we still have 2 grants to support 2 presenters for TESOL Arabia and TESOL Saudi Arabia. So if you have a presentation that you got accepted, please go ahead and submit to grants_NileTESOL@gmail.com to benefit from the scholarships. We also have 4 professional development outreach opportunities that Mrs. Amira Alfan had talked about. These are also provided by the RELO office for support and accommodations for those. So we have a total of 37 total scholarships. Again, I'd like to thank RELO for this, and we all hope we always have grants that benefit the English language teaching profession. Thank you very much.
And now, finally, Hala Antoni is going to give a very brief report on our international activities this year, and then we'll proceed to give some certificates.
Hello again. Talking about grants means talking about international conferences. My name is Hala Antoni, as you know, and I'm the head of the international committee. Mainly, the responsibilities of the International Committee is dealing with the international conferences. We maintain our relations with the international conferences and sister organizations. We exchange announcements for PD events, coming PD events from other sister organizations like TESOL International, TESOL Arabia, and NileTESOL. And we update all our NileTESOL members with the dates of registrations and submitting proposals for these conferences. Of course, mainly to our 3 main sister organizations, which I just mentioned, TESOL International as an associate, NileTESOL as an affiliate, and TESOL Arabia. And Hanan was just talking about grants from the regional office, the US Embassy regional office, regarding TESOL Arabia and TESOL Sudan. So we do really encourage you to submit presentations and be ready for the grants and apply for them. Thank you so much. That's so brief.
Okay, now it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the 2 new co-chairs for the conference of 2016. So I'd like to invite Mayi Magdi and Alex Lico to step forward, and I think they each have a word or 2 to share with you about their plans.
My name is Alex Lico. I'm an instructor here at AUC, and I had the pleasure to meet many of you here in the past couple of days. I don't think we really have plans yet for the next conference, although we're going to work on those very soon. Our job is, first job is co-chair. We ask you to please fill out the comment cards on this year's conference, so we can look at them and think about what we'll do next year. Thank you.
I'm May Magdi. I've been a member at NileTESOL for several years now, and I hope that Alex and I will be able to reach or meet your expectations for next year's conference, and I hope it will be better and better, and wish us the best. Thank you.
And to officialize the fact that they've been appointed as the co-chairs, I have a certificate of appointment. I won't take time to read it, but it outlines their duties and responsibilities and congratulates them on being appointed as co-chairs. So Alex, this is your certificate. And do we have the 2 co-chairs of this year? Are you here? Suzanne and Heba? Heba here? I have certificates of appreciation. While they're stepping forward, I'd just like to read it out. This is a certificate. NileTESOL presents this certificate of appreciation to Heba Fatalbab and also Suzanne Rizzo in recognition of her commitment and exemplary service to the organization through her service as the NileTESOL Conference co-chair, January 2014 to January 2015, today's date in my signature. Thank you very much, Suzanne. And I have one additional certificate to give out. I'd like to ask Betsy Aragoni to step forward. Elizabeth, we call her Betsy. Betsy has been a member of the board for 3 years, and she's been a stalwart support. She's been here from the very founding of the organization, and I hope she's not leaving us. We need her still. I have a certificate. It's a little bit long because she's done so much for the organization, and I'd like to read it to you so you realize how much Betsy has done for this organization. So it's a certificate of appreciation to Elizabeth Aragoni in recognition of her high level of professionalism and her exemplary service to the organization throughout her 3 years of service on the board of directors, representing the English language teaching community at the American University in Cairo. Elizabeth's commitment to NileTESOL as an organization in its mission to provide ongoing professional development opportunities for English teachers in the field of English language teaching in Egypt was exemplified by her willingness to serve in multiple roles throughout her 3 years on the board, among which were serving as head of the membership committee, head of communication services, member of several ad hoc task forces, and liaison to the special interest group on assessment. Elizabeth has been greatly appreciated for her wise counsel and her generous and articulate sharing of institutional memory with the president and members of the board at their monthly meetings. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Betsy. Okay, according to our agenda, we're over time now. Is there anyone who would like to raise any issues in this public forum? You're always welcome to raise any issues with any members of the board that you've seen here today, or by writing to NileTESOL.org. Of course, you're welcome to do that. But is there anyone that would like to mention anything that they are burning to say? Given the fact that we have, I don't want to cut you off, but we don't have a lot of time, but I would like to give you a chance to bring any issues up in front of the general membership. Is there anyone that would like to speak? We have a microphone. Ah, Dina? You all know Dina Moore, right?
I know you can't see me, but one important thing is that we must thank Dr. Marilyn Plumley. She has gone beyond the call of duty. She has served more than 1 year and willingly and so graciously, and she has taken NileTESOL to a new level. I am so proud to see, for example, today the voting, and thanks to Marilyn's leadership, we have become a very powerful TESOL affiliate. So thank you, Marilyn. Thank you very much for those kind words. Yes. So I'm going to be moving on to the field of past president, and I'm going to be supporting Mariam Osman as the president. Is there anyone else that would like to step forward? Thank you very much, Dina. Okay, I'm going to adjourn the meeting at this point. Sorry. Yes, I know we have another plenary coming up. And I just want to thank all of you for being here. Some of you drifted in at the end of this annual General Assembly, and I hope to see all of you here for next year's General Assembly in the middle of the conference day. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of the afternoon. Thank you.
she is involved in writing course material for EFL students in Portugal, and she is also currently working on a PhD in 21st century skills and its implication for the classroom. Please join me in welcoming Vanessa Rios-Estes.
Hello everyone, how are you? So I tried just now and it worked, so I'll try my Arabic again. But I do ask you to listen with your hands and not with your ears. Okay, you ready for this? Sabah al-Khir. Kif halikum? They understood me, Google works. I'm very, very excited to be with you today and very honored to be able to close the final plenary talk. Now, today I have the great privilege of speaking about something which I find super mega hyper exciting, which is creativity. And I've decided to call this to teach or not to teach creativity, because Shakespeare once allegedly said to be or not to be a creative teacher, or something like that. Now, I'm a teacher, I'm not a conference speaker by nature, so I want to go down there. Is that okay? Because I have a choice for you today. Would you like me to give you a nice, boring, intellectual speech on creativity? Or would you like me to tell you a story? Story? The story with it? Yeah? Now, these shoes are bad shoes to stand on a wooden stage, and that's why I like to go down there. Can you still see me here? I'm the one wearing the white blouse. Okay. Right, so I thought, what am I going to do that will help people understand what creativity is and what it means in the classroom? And then it came to me. Tell them a story. Have you noticed how we all love a good story? Well, here's one straight from the heart. Are you ready for it? All you have to do is sit back and enjoy. There will be no test, I promise. There will be no questions either. But I am going to ask you for help. And I'm going to ask you to divide your brain in two today. Could you have half of your brain as a teacher brain? Because you know, once a teacher, always a teacher. You can't just kind of switch that one off. And then half of your brain as a student brain. So would you trust me enough to be your teacher for 45 minutes?
Yes, we do.
Now, I don't like to tell stories by myself. I like to start the storytelling process. So when I kind of do this, it means I'd like you to participate. There's no right or wrong answer. There's just your answer. Because that's what stories are about. Your answer to life. So we ready? Okay, here goes. Let's see if I can be good with time. Once upon a time, in a magic kingdom called school, there was a princess who decided that she wanted to start working. Now, why did she want to start working? Well, because this is a modern tale, modern fairy tale. And you know, women work nowadays. So she went to the king and said, Father, I need your enlightenment. I want to find a job. What kind of job do you think is the perfect job for me? The father looked at his daughter with loving eyes and he said, well, that depends, my dear. What would you like to do? That's easy, said the princess. I want to make a difference in life. Well, if you want to make a difference, then you certainly cannot be a politician. Because those lying buggers just speak about change and do nothing. If you want to make a difference, and do you really want to make a difference, or are you just saying that? No, I want to make a difference, said Princess Farida. Well then, Princess, there's only one job for you. It's not an easy job. Not everybody can do it. And it sure as hell doesn't pay well. You, my dear, have to be a teacher. That's perfect, thought the princess. And off she went to school and started teaching. Now, everything went very, very well for a few months, until one day there a challenge, or shall I say, a demand. I want you to teach our children to write inventive and creative poems. Now, we will be having a parent day, and I need to impress them in some way, so that they'll come and enroll even more children in my school. So make sure those poems are really good. I mean not average good, I mean good. Now, if you do not meet my challenge in 7 sunrises, I will turn you into a swan forever. Now hang on, this is a modern day fairy tale, so swan seems to be a bit fairy tale-like. I will fire you and never write you a decent recommendation letter. Do you understand? Yes, yes, said the princess. Now she waited until the end of the school day and went rushing home and thought about what she could do to meet the headmaster's challenge. And she thought, oh, this will be easy. I'll go to school tomorrow. I'll go off into the poet's corner. I'll find a little victim about this high, and I'll say, write me a poem. Make it good. It counts 4 marks.